Welcome back, John Morris Show on a Friday, and pleased to have join us in studio today, Mr. Russ Bookbinder. It is great to see you. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you, John.
We've got a lot to talk about, you know. We cross paths sometimes at HEB, and we say we're going to get together. We're going to get together. So by golly, here we are.
Here we are.
And we'll just do it on the air. But thanks for making it work coming in. I was talking about the Corporate Cup Challenge. You're very familiar with that, the way Waco runs that.
It's a great event. I came here 3 years ago from San Antonio. I was president of San Antonio Spurs, which is the organization that created that in San Antonio 15 years ago.
How about that?
So talked to Mike Voglar about it, and they went down and the board looked at it and said, we need to do that. And they've done an incredible job putting it together.
Yeah.
Started last year. This is year 2, and about 37 companies going to go head to head. About 10, 11 events today.
Very cool.
Yeah. So it's tomorrow.
Excuse me. And the title sponsor there is Ascension Providence.
Absolutely,
so we appreciate them. So did you help start the one in San Antonio?
No, when I got there, it had been going for about 3 years.
Okay.
But we grew it from about 40 companies to over 90.
Oh, wow.
7,000, 8,000 people.
That's huge.
So it's a fun event. And it brings people from companies, different parts of an organization together as a team.
I can see that.
So it's fun.
Yeah, that's great. Well, we're going to give you credit for bringing it to Waco, and now it's here in Waco.
Planted a seed.
Yeah.
The rest of the team made it grow.
Well, it bloomed, that's for sure. My first thought to talk to you was about the Spurs, and you've got a great background with the Spurs. And here they are with a young team, in the NBA Finals, and looking really good, aren't they?
Yeah, that's exciting, and they're fun to watch. I mean, Wemby's an attraction and a star, and he'll be there for many years, Lord willing.
Yeah.
But they're fun to watch. They're young. They don't know what they don't know yet.
Yeah, right.
And they're learning as they go. But they've got unbelievable talent, unbelievable organization, and coaching, philosophy, culture, and that's half the battle. Yeah.
Tell everybody your background with the Spurs, your time there.
Well, first came to Spurs in 1988. Red McCombs, who was the owner there, brought me. I was at Denver, and he owned the Nuggets for a year, and I worked with him there. So we had a knowledge of each other.
Right.
But when he took over full ownership, he asked me to come down and run the business side. And so I was executive VP of business ops for 20 years.
Wow.
And Red sold it. Peter Holt and a group of businesses bought it 10 years in, and that last 10 years was equally exciting as the first.
A lot of success. How many championships were you a part of with the Spurs?
4.
4. Wow. Including the one in 99, which was Spurs and Knicks, wasn't it?
Right.
Yeah.
It's I think one of the greatest feelings a city can have is winning that first championship.
Yeah.
And the way we won it in Madison Square Garden, in the front of the entire basketball world, that's the center of it. And doing that was quite a feather for San Antonio in their cap.
Wow. That was the first one? Was that the first one for the Spurs? Yeah.
In 2003, 2005, 2007, and then they went on 2014 for the book.
That's wild. I saw a headline in the San Antonio Express News. It said the race for Sace. Yeah. They're going for number 6 right now. Pretty cool.
The drive for 5.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Now the race for Sace, which is cool. What is it about the Spurs? I've said this several times. The city of San Antonio just loves the San Antonio Spurs. I mean, you can't go anywhere in town, and not see Spurs T-shirts or, banners or signs or something. What is that about the relationship between San Antonio and the Spurs?
Well, it starts with the fact that San Antonio is really the only major professional sports team in the market.
Yeah.
And they are it.
Mm-hmm.
So they get the center focus of everything, which helps. It's also a detriment financially when you're competing against large markets. But the development of a relationship with the people of San Antonio and the culture of San Antonio was two-way. We made a lot of effort, in the beginning before we were ever good, to get out and get involved with the community, work with our school districts, support charitable organizations, market the heck out of it, but did it the right way. And we had good people and players that we could bring out into the community.
Yeah.
So it's a love affair that is extended and will extend. The loyalty is there forever through good and bad. And the good's always much better.
Right. It's got to be a blueprint that other franchises must have come to you or come to San Antonio, come to the Spurs and said, how do you do this? How do you develop this, the city ownership with the team?
Well, I think it starts with the team itself and the type of people that you bring into the organization. Mm-hmm. So high character people, people that can relate to the community and know the responsibility they have back to that community. So it starts with the players buying in on that part of it. And our culture, our corporate culture has been great from, the 80s to now.
Yeah.
It's not changed.
Yeah.
You win with character people, you win with solid organizations that work together for the right reasons.
Yeah.
And that culture's been great.
So how do you develop that culture and then continue it even with coaching changes, with ownership changes? How does that culture stay in place?
Well, you look at Peter Holt, I think, when he took over as the owner, changed the culture of the organization.
Okay.
Not greatly. I mean,
Right.
It's still a great organization, but he brought a values-based leadership system into the organization. And Pop had so much influence
Right.
on the way he interacted with his team and the accountability factors. All of that was part of that development process for the organization, from the front office to the players on the court. That was the culture and continues to be. It's pretty simple. Is, be a good teammate.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're accountable for
Right.
what you're supposed to do. That is.
It should be simple, but not everybody does it, or not everybody can do it, but the Spurs just do it so well.
Well, I think it really started when we brought David Robinson into the franchise. The type of person he was and leader that he was and what he meant to the community rubbed off on everybody.
Yeah.
So, David was just a great ambassador for the franchise and as a human being.
Right. And then just through the years, I think of Tim Duncan. I see shots of Pop watching, and Tim's right there talking to him. You can tell that relationship is genuine between those guys.
Very special.
Yeah.
Very special between the two of them. And to be able to have a David Robinson, then a Tim Duncan, and now a Wembanyama.
Yeah.
Very few organizations hit that many home runs in the lifetime of a franchise.
Yeah.
And the Spurs have been very fortunate.
Right.
In that respect.
Right. What do you think of Wemby? You've seen David Robinson up close. Wembanyama, some people are saying already maybe the best big man in the history of the game.
I think the best of him is coming.
Yeah.
We've got to remember that he is young. This is his first time in the finals. What happens as you mature as a veteran in that league is your instincts become more defined and you can react quicker. You've processed more situations.
Sure.
That you're going to be in. So your instincts are better and you can make quicker decisions and know when to make that decision, when not to, based on experience.
Yeah.
Because, you learn from your failures, your successes make you go further.
That's good.
So I think he's probably one of the best players in the league. But his upside still, when he puts a little bit more body and bulk on and has the experience to instinctively react quicker, he's going to be incredible. Are
they maybe a year ahead of schedule, being so young, and to get past Oklahoma City like they did and be in the finals?
I don't know who sets those schedules.
Right.
But they have the players, they have the talent. And when you have great coaching, and Mitch Johnson is a reflection of Pop and the culture that was created. When you have great coaching, you have great trust in the system. I think maturity, it just gives you longevity in doing that.
Yeah.
But they have all the talent. They have all the right processes and systems in place. So I don't know who sets the timeline
Yeah.
for that. I think the organization meets the moment and they're there. So I'm not surprised they're there. I think they'll continue to be dominant. Obviously, they're young.
Yep.
So,
do you, given your history with the Spurs, you pretty plugged in to watching them?
Tammy and I watch probably every game.
Sure, right.
And it's still part of us. We bleed silver and black. The great thing about retirement, moving to Waco, is I really don't have to stay up too late, and I don't have to worry about whether we won or lost, and what's going to happen the next day.
Yeah, right.
And
you can just enjoy
for everything that you do. So right now, I'm a fan.
Yeah,
and a big fan, and I love this team. They're really fun to watch.
That's great. Yeah, they really are. Well, thanks for sharing with us about that. One of the things you're doing now here in Waco, and it's great to have y'all in Waco. And I'm sure Coach Taff and Donnell, they love having you, here also. But one thing you're involved in now is the Grant Taft Foundation. Tell everybody about that and some of the things that foundation does.
When Tammy and I moved back to Waco, being retired, I have time.
Yeah.
So we talked about as a family starting a foundation that would continue the legacy of Grant beyond his years. And he was turning 90 at that time. So we started the foundation with his 90th birthday, created it, and the family put in funds. We put in funds. Many friends and donors have put in funds to establish it. And what the mission of the foundation is to really create recognition and incentives for high school teams around the state to do community service, to get involved in their communities, not sit on the sidelines. And it does a couple of things. It gives coaches something to talk about, why they're doing it. It also incents the team to say, well, there's something at the end of this, not only doing the service, but the recognition. And most coaches will tell you that the bonding of a team happens off the floor. And when you can do things together that are not about you or about a bigger purpose, that tends to build camaraderie within your players. So we took that, went to the Texas High School Coaches Association, the Texas High School ADs Association, Dave Campbell's Texas Sports, the Texas Sports Hall of Fame has been involved.
Right.
And what we did is started sending information out to all the high schools, worked an arrangement with the Texas Sports Hall of Fame that we would bring the most outstanding team to Waco for the induction. They would get a table and recognition, and Lane Pittman, Tammy's sister, produces a video about that team. They're recognized from the dais by Brad Sham, and get a nice plaque with Grant and Donnell and a $5,000 donation. So that's how it started 3 years ago. Since then, we had 27 teams apply in the first year. So we're in the third year. This year we had 105 teams from around the state send in their submissions. We picked one $5,000 winner and added $21,000 scholarships or grants to those teams.
Right.
So it's growing. And I give credit to the Texas High School Coaches Association and the ADs for just getting the word out to their coaches, because the word spreads. The recognition is, I think, more important than the financial benefit. When you can come and sit at the Texas Sports Hall of Fame induction amongst the greatest athletes
that's huge
in Texas and be part of it and be on the program. And their video is posted. There's a screen there by Grant's exhibit that we roll back to back all of the winners' videos from that night. So they stay. So it really extends coach's legacy way beyond our time, and it will go on hopefully forever.
That's terrific. That is great. How's Coach Taff and Donnell? How are
They're
they doing?
Great. I mean, they're 90 and 92, living independently. Tracy, the oldest daughter, second oldest daughter, lives down the street. I live in Tammy, live about 7 minutes away.
Nice.
Lane's in Salado, so all of the daughters are close by.
Yeah.
So we check in quite a bit and help as much as we can.
Good. How's Josh doing? Where's he now? Your son?
Josh is at UT Permian Basin.
Okay.
And he took a defensive coordinator job.
Nice.
There. He's been at Baylor. He's been at Tech, a year at TCU. He really felt that if he's going to be a DC at the D1 level, he's got to get experience.
Yeah.
And you don't get a D1 defensive coordinator job without having that experience. So he said, you know what, I'm going to find a decent school, get the experience of being a defensive coordinator, and then use that to go where I want to go. So he's got a pretty good head on the shoulders.
Yeah,
a good plan. He's a really good coach. He at Tech, Jacob Rodriguez, he helped develop Jacob.
Wow,
he was the inside linebackers coach there for 3 years.
Terrific.
Ben Roberts, who was a freshman at that time. So Josh helped develop those guys. They were his guys, and after they let go the defensive coordinator and all of that staff, those 2 linebackers stayed on the defense, and they bought 9 other players to surround them, which is why their defense got unbelievable.
So good,
It starts with players. It's, coaches can put in systems. If you don't have the talent to implement it, you're not going to be successful.
Yeah. Well, tell everybody hello for us.
I sure will.
Tell Coach hello and Miss Taff and Tammy, and appreciate you sharing with us. This is great. I mean, you're plugged in to these topics, like the Spurs and the Greater Waco Sports Commission, like nobody in town. So thanks very much.
Well, thank you very much.
It's great to see you. Glad we finally made it happen to visit.
Dinner next time on
dinner
you.
next time. Very good. That'll be next for us. Russ Bookbinder with us. Great to visit with him. Great history with the Spurs, the San Antonio sports, and so many other things now. The Grant Taft Foundation. What is that website?
GrantTaft.org.
Okay, very good. GrantTaft.org. You can get all the information there and see what Russ is talking about. All right.